Hello everyone, my name is Iman Hasan, and this video is to show you all how serious I've become about entrepreneurship this past semester. First of all, this semester has been one of trial and error for me since it was my first time taking this class. I came in with an idea that I thought of during my summer internship back at home. It was to create a one-stop all website that could link you up to alternative funding solutions. Now the idea is pretty confusing, but I got it because I worked over the summer for a company that gave people large business credit cards that simply just had large credit lines. During my time there, I realized that to receive these credit lines, you had to have near perfect credit, and therefore, I had to turn away a lot of people. This really frustrated me because, especially as an entrepreneur, you never want to turn away anybody or anything. This led me to look more online, and there I found hundreds of various companies that gave loans to people in a creative way. So I thought, why, instead of saying no, I could just refer them to these other companies and take a referral fee. So I emailed Lynn and talked to her about my idea and signed up for the class right away. I created a Google Voice number, a customer relationship management program account, and even signed up for a web hosting site, which I hope to future develop my site. As I thought of my idea further and heard the speakers every Friday, I started to lose interest in my idea. I feel as though this interest was lost more during my mentoring sessions because Lynn would help me walk through the business, and I realized it just wasn't sustainable. I continued at it for a few weeks, and every time I would come to a roundtable discussion or a mentoring session, I would find myself less and less passionate about it. I caught myself hinting at a frozen yogurt idea that I had every time I would sit down with Lynn. Eventually I realized that my passion for this website had gone away, and during a mentoring session it hit me that it was no longer a good idea. I shifted my interest to a frozen yogurt idea that I had because I had seen the boom of them all around Iowa City and as well as the suburbs back at home. I wanted to bring something like that back to my hometown, which had no frozen yogurt. But to make it different, I wanted to have a self-serve salad bar as well. I really jumped into this idea and have been researching it ever since. This past spring, I contacted 5 frozen yogurt franchises inquiring as to how I could shadow their stores. I wanted to learn the supply chain and hopefully create something like the owner of Utopia did from scratch. I am still developing this idea and plan to spend my winter break researching and shadowing various shops. This experience has really shown me that I am very interested in entrepreneurship because I feel as though every other mentoring session I had with Lynn, I wanted to discuss a new idea I had in my head. Just as recently as our last session, I sat down with Lynn about a possible app I'd like to develop for smartphones. This semester has really taught me a lot, not only from the large variety of speakers we've had, from people that started birth centers to fishing companies, but also from learning from the failure of my many ideas. I learned that entrepreneurship doesn't happen right away, but as long as I keep at it, a great idea will sprout, which hopefully I believe now is my frozen yogurt idea. So thanks everyone.